What does jihad really mean? Is it a rallying cry for violence, as some headlines claim, or a profound call to strive for something greater, lost in centuries of misinterpretation? This question isn't just a curiosity. It shapes how we understand Islam, one of the world's largest faiths, and fuels global tensions that touch us all. Today, we're diving into a journey to uncover the truth about jihad, stripping away myths to reveal its spiritual and ethical core. Our thesis is clear. Jihad is a multifaceted struggle, primarily spiritual, sometimes defensive, always rooted in ethics, but its distortions have sown fear and division. If you're ready to challenge assumptions and explore big ideas, hit that subscribe button and join our community of truth seekers. Let's begin. The word jihad derives from the Arabic jahada, meaning to strive or exert effort. In Islamic tradition, it refers to any struggle undertaken for God's sake, encompassing far more than warfare. The Quran sets this foundation in Surah Al-Hajj 22:78. Strive for Allah with the striving due to Him. This striving can be deeply personal, like overcoming anger or greed, or collective, like defending a community from oppression. Early Islamic scholars, drawing from the Prophet Muhammad's teachings, distinguished two forms: the greater jihad, an internal battle against one's ego and vices, and the lesser jihad, which may involve physical defense. A well-known hadith quotes the Prophet, "The best jihad is the struggle against one's own soul." This emphasis on self-mastery resonates universally. Who hasn't wrestled with their flaws to become better? Yet jihad's broad scope invites nuance. It's the quiet resolve of a fasting believer and the courage of a defender, shaped by context. This duality is what makes jihad both profound and prone to misunderstanding. Historically, jihad's meaning evolved with Islam's early challenges. In the 7th century, Muslims in Mecca faced brutal persecution, torture, boycotts, even execution for their beliefs. After migrating to Medina, the Quran permitted defensive fighting, as in Surah Al-Baqarah 2:190. Fight in the way of Allah those who fight you but do not transgress. This verse is pivotal. Jihad as warfare was about survival, not conquest, bound by strict ethics, no harming civilians, no destroying crops, no coercion in faith. As Islam spread across Arabia and beyond, some rulers invoked jihad to justify political expansion, creating tension between its spiritual and martial meanings. By the Middle Ages, scholars like Ibn Taymiyyah clarified its defensive role, insisting jihad must serve justice, while mystics like Al-Ghazali emphasized its inner dimension, calling it a path to divine closeness. The 13th century poet Rumi, in his Masnavi, likened jihad to polishing the heart's mirror to reflect God's light. This historical interplay between ethics and action, spirit and sword, shows jihad's complexity, often lost in modern narrative. Now, let's explore the philosophical heart of jihad. At its core, jihad asks, what does it mean to strive for a higher purpose? In Sufism, Islam's mystical tradition, jihad is the battle against pride, greed, and ignorance. Al-Ghazali, in his 11th century masterpiece, Ihya Ulum al-Din, describes true jihad as conquering the self to align with divine will, a struggle to purify one's intentions. This resonates across faiths. Think of Buddhism's quest to transcend attachment, or Christianity's call to put on the armor of God against sin, as in Ephesians 6:11. Jihad's philosophy also wrestles with justice. When is struggle personal, and when must it be collective? The Quran emphasizes mercy, as in Surah Al-Anfal 8:61. If they incline toward peace, you must incline toward it. This frames jihad as a path to harmony, not destruction. Yet philosophy reveals a tension. When jihad is reduced to violence without context, it betrays Islam's ethic of compassion. as Surah Al-Nahl 16:125 urges. Invite to the way of your Lord with wisdom and good instruction. Jihad's universal call to strive echoes the Bhagavad Gita's selfless action or Stoicism's pursuit of virtue, challenging us to define our own struggles. So what do you think? Can one word hold both inner peace and outer justice? Share your thoughts in the comments below. The cultural impact of jihad's misinterpretation is profound and far-reaching. Today, jihad is a lightning rod, exploited by extremists like ISIS, who ignore Islamic law's rules: no harming innocents, no aggression, no forced conversions, to justify terror. This distortion fuels Islamophobia, casting 1.9 billion Muslims as threats. Media often amplifies this, fixating on violence while overlooking jihad's everyday forms. A teacher educating children, a volunteer aiding the poor, or a believer practicing self-control during Ramadan. Syed Hossein Nasr, in The Heart of Islam, argues this misrepresentation poisons global dialogue, replacing understanding with fear. The fallout is tangible. Think of travel bans, profiling, or wars framed as fighting jihadists. Data underscores the disconnect. While extremist groups represent a tiny fraction of Muslims, their actions dominate headlines, overshadowing initiatives like Islamic Relief, which channels jihad into humanitarian aid for millions, regardless of faith. Yet, hope endures. Muslim scholars and communities are reclaiming jihad's true meaning through education and charity, showing it as a force for good, not division. Let's reflect. Jihad is a call to strive, for personal growth, for justice, for God, rooted in ethics and mercy. Its story is one of nuance lost and rediscovered through reason and faith. The Quran's vision of striving aligns with universal ideals, from Judaism's tikkun olam, repairing the world, to Confucianism's pursuit of harmony. Misinterpretations, whether by extremists or critics, have obscured this truth, but history, scripture, and philosophy reveal jihad's depth. It challenges us. What battles, inner or outer, shape our purpose? How do we strive for meaning? If this journey opened your eyes, hit that subscribe button and join our quest for truth. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it, and let's keep this conversation alive. Until next time, keep questioning, keep striving, and I'll see you in the next video.